trying to speed run through all this. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Back on the hacking courses. What's up, guys? Hacking course. I think this is number 12? 13?
Hacking course number 13, or something like that. Probably some dumb even number.
How to hack grandma's pacemaker.
How to hack, oh, God.
Using a dolphin or whatever. Is it called a dolphin? That little
radio signal hacking.
The flipper zeros?
flipper. That's what it is. Using your flipper.
Dude, the flippers are like, honestly, anybody worth their weight in radio wave hacking is not going to be using a flipper. I mean, it's a fun little toy, but that's about it. It's a toy.
It's a toy. He ain't doing much of it.
To fuck around with. I'm not saying it's terrible or it's bullshit because, you know, I'd be wrong in saying that.
Mm-hmm.
But if someone is like, you know, really seriously into radio hacking, they're going to have their own setup.
Well, of course. Of course.
With like Raspberry Pis. But yeah, the Flipper Zeros became a bit of a nuisance for a second.
What do you think of a Flipper Zero? You just think of it more of a toy. Yeah, it's more of a toy, isn't it?
Well, to me,
the point. They're fun little toys.
It borderlines on the thing of instrument, tool, toy, whatever. I'm not a radio hacker. I haven't delved into that area just yet, but yeah, it is one that does fascinate me. However, I haven't gotten big into it, so my opinion on the Flipper Zero is that it can be a very fun thing to fuck around with.
I see a lot of people trying to use them to like steal people's information by like making fake networks and like having them connect to it and taking their information that way. But like my friend was telling me about this, and I'm like, who are they gonna rob? The people that need Wi-Fi to make a phone call? They're already broke.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Well, it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like, how would they do that though? That's my question. Is that how would they get the flipper to fucking relay that? The flipper doesn't necessarily
add stuff to it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, what Wi-Fi network would they be connected to? That's the question. Like, I guess you could do it on a public network.
No, they're just using it to like make their own networks. Like, so it'll post up like botnet? Yeah, like fake fucking networks. And when someone tries to connect to it, they just steal their fucking information from that device.
It's called being a man in the middle.
The man in the middle.
Well, yeah, you don't want to like it. If they're sending them to their own like own server and stuff like that, it sounds like they're doing some type of redirect, which would require them to be fucking around with some type of browser, some type of whatever. Unless like somehow the flipper is sending maybe like a text with a link that, you know, piggybacks off of the cellular network and.
All right.
But I mean, that sounds a little bit contrived. Mostly what I would think that they would do is
so literal, I love
really
it.
attack or stealing RFIDs.
Ooh, the proxies are fusing. Oh, that fucked
if
up.
If it was me, I would actually personally walk by a bunch of employees at a very high-profile company and just clone their RFID signals, because those things are constantly broadcasting. So if I just walk by them and grab it, then I could probably use it to quote unquote badge in to wherever they have access.
You know, I love how literal you are. I appreciate it. Yo, and there's no nonsense when it comes to Defiant. He's like, no, if you're gonna make a joke, at least be realistic here, buddy. All right.
Yeah.
Don't want to give anyone the wrong information now. All right.
Make joke. Well, actually,
sir, that is sodium phosphate. Wait, what was the Jimmy Neutron fucking thing? Where he's like, it's salt, actually.
yeah.
Actually, the K.
All right, let's see here. Unified. Yeah, this is the last machine, and I got 2 questions done by myself.
You take my job. pretty seriously. It's a profession for a reason.
You should. You really, really should. Honestly.
Well, the things that I want to be getting into is kind of starting to have me wonder if I should move on from where I'm at right now to something a little bit more, I guess, higher profile.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
You know, I was thinking about maybe seeing if I could probably, because I got an invite from the Secret Service to apply.
Yeah.
So
Might as well
toying
try it
around
out.
with that.
Might as well, dude. Honestly, because you can always go back, can't you?
Like the Secret Service handles a lot of cybercrime. Like they handle most of the cybercrime, if you didn't know. So it would be kind of on that level of thing where I would want to be, you know, no longer really dealing with internal
Secret
company
Service?
things.
You mean American Hogwarts?
Yeah.
American
I don't know
Hogwarts.
that. I don't know much about like in the realm of the Secret Service.
Hmm.
I always looked at what the actual like work life is like there, but
You have to move back to the States, though.
you know I would, and I don't want to do that.
Oh, you would have to move back. You would
Yeah,
have
but
to
I'm
move
also
back.
thinking about seeing if I can start taking up some defense contracts.
I mean, you could always come move to California.
Fuck that, no.
You could always go move to Idaho.
Yeah, it's
No.
nice and.
I've already
fucking
lived in
internet here,
Idaho.
bro.
Exactly. Exactly. Nobody's in Idaho.
I've already lived there, man. Fuck
Oh,
that.
you've
I'm not
lived
going
there already? I'm sorry.
back. Yes, I lived in Boise for a while.
Ugh. Is there anything to do in Boise, Idaho?
The fucking
Leave?
Leave.
Yeah.
You know what you can do in Boise? Leave.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
shit.
where do I find the most like entertaining part of this place?
I mean, Boise has that like, fucking, what is it? The fucking place you go and look at stars from indoors. What the fuck? I can't think of the name right now. I'm
A
fucking
planetarium.
dumb.
The old
Yeah.
planetarium. Yeah, you can get that in Seattle.
I don't know. Does Seattle have that?
Pretty sure they do at
They
the
have-
Science Center.
They
They
would.
have Voodoo Donuts by the college. That's about it.
What, in Seattle?
Yeah.
No, in Boise.
Oh.
No, boy, they have a voodoo in Boise?
Yeah, it's right across the street from the fucking football field at the university.
Yeah, my dad went to that university.
Yeah, so did my sister. She's dumb as shit. I'm joking, she's not. But she did spend a fuck ton of money and then she built up like almost like $90,000 in fucking tuition and then decided like I don't need to be here. I could go to a fucking local college and get the same shit. So she transferred out for her last year and she's like, fuck, I could have saved myself like 80,000 to fucking get the same degree.
All right, let's see
Yeah.
here. All right, so what this course is going to tell me is the unified write-up. The write-up explores the effects of exploiting Log4j in a very well-known network appliance monitoring system called Unify. This box will show you.
Log4j, that fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it was
I
a
remember
fucking
when that
nightmare.
shit came out.
You remember when it came out? What?
Log4j was a vulnerability that was like widely, and I mean widely, affecting a lot of systems.
That's when you had that like crisis meeting, right?
Dude, we were working till fucking midnight.
All right, boys, I'm taking a shot of the old Malibu Caribou Lou. Cheers.
Here's going up.
Oh. It's definitely not as potent as vodka. I don't even know what is this, rum? Yeah, this is a rum.
Dude, I don't fucking like rum. I like my tequila.
No, dude, I'm a whore on tequila. I cannot drink tequila. I'll fuck a goat on tequila.
It's some of the only liquor I'll drink. It's
Yeah, no thanks.
gotta be good tequila too. It can't be fucking ass tequila.
Yeah, I'm not. I'll fuck a hole in a wall, bro. If I drink tequila, I'm good on that. Let's
If
see.
I only do one shot, I don't get sick, which is usually what happens with every other alcohol before I even get to be drunk. It's just, no, immediate, unwell.
Like, no, thanks, dude. All right, let's see. The first step is to scan the target IP with Nmap to check ports. We'll do this with the help of a program called Nmap. V increases the verbosity level, causing Nmap to print more information about the scan. Okay. Okay, I can do that.
Verbosity.
I can do that with a V. We'll do that. Boop.
There you
Oh, oh,
go.
oh.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
It
Okay.
was on, so
Working, it's working, it's doing its thing, it's doing its thing. Discovered 3 open ports so far. Better be 4.
It was our kids' disposal, so I wasn't excited.
Better be 4 ports. I'm looking for 4 ports. Ubuntu? I don't even know what that is. What is the version of the software that is running?
yeah, just give it time. It's fucking doing its thing.
It is. I was just seeing if I could find it already in here. It's not gonna show up yet, is it?
I mean, if you hit up, no, send me after that's been completed.
No, it's still scanning.
Scanning port services, there you go. You're gonna be getting your 4 ports that you're looking for.
Oh, well, yeah, brother. Cool. Yep, I remember doing this. I got to here, and then I got stuck. I was like, okay, this is skipping some shit. Now I'm gonna boop.
Oh, I'm excited to fucking hear you just tear your hair out over some of the machines that we're gonna go and look down.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate every fucking minute of it, I promise.
I feel like once I get this casino job, I'm gonna quit Starbucks because I'm just never gonna have time to complete this if I don't. And I'd rather complete this. But then I'll feel bad for them because I won't have a closer. But like, they don't pay me enough.
Well, you know what? You gotta do what's best for you, dude.
There's they can handle it.
Yeah.
You remember how replaceable you are.
Remember,
Like, I
Starbucks
just
doesn't
say
give a
that
fuck
way,
about
but-
you, and neither does a casino.
Well, it's,
Do whatever you want.
well, it's Safeway that I work for. I just do the bullshit job that nobody else wants to do, so they pay me more than anybody else. Like if
Well, I mean,
I
like,
quit, I'd be
that's you
screwed.
could leverage some more money, but I mean, shit. It's just like, you know, the whole point of you doing all this is to become somebody very valuable that is hard to replace.
Yeah, $21 an hour isn't really worth not making this. Like, it's not worth not doing this. They'd have to pay me like,
Okay, 75. Fuck.
you
You
what?
make 75. You make 75 an hour.
You make 75 an hour?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that'd be nice. I'd like that. I like that.
It's giving me the chance to go to school full time, so I really appreciate it too.
Yeah, 75 an hour is a little more than 21 an hour. That's for sure.
Just a bit. Only a little bit.
It's just like a little over 3 times more.
Yeah, you know, he works
It's just math.
That's a small number, right? 3.
3. Desmo, how much do you make an hour working on slot machines?
22.
What the fuck?
The minimum wage here is still $7.25. Like people's, like if I went to work at the pizza factory next to my house,
dude?
I'd still only be making $7.25.
That's like some bullshit, bro.
How is that even legal, dog?
That's what the fucking state minimum wage is.
That's crazy.
It's been like that since I was fucking 14.
Would you mind?
That's actually crazy.
Yeah, when I used to work at a pool. Like when I was in fucking high school, I worked for $5.15 an hour.
8,000. Okay. Where's my version? I'm looking for what version this motherfucker's running on. Socks 5. What the fuck is Socks 5? Oh, Socket 5. Yeah, fingerprint strings. Okie dokie. Let's see
I
here.
might be done playing Rocket League. This is some bullshit.
Check the website. Okay, got it. All right, so the scan reveals port 8080 open, running on HTTP proxy. Proxy appears to redirect request to port 8443, which seems to be running on SSL web server weak. Take note that the HTTP Unified network. Upon accessing the page using a browser, we are presented with Unify. Alright, which means I need to boop. And boop.
Why is your like turn window so fucking weird?
Wait, what?
Your turn window, it's like tan.
Because I like it.
Alright, that's good enough.
That's good enough. Here, let's go with
Yeah, dude, I mean, like, how are you gonna fucking argue with that? I don't. You just don't.
There we go. There we go. I like that. I like that. It's a little more. I just like it being see-through a little bit. The site can temporarily unavailable or too busy. Try again in a few minutes. Oh, it's telling me I can't get in there, but that's a lie because I got in there last time.
Like, hey, wait, no. Go back to that tab. See, you're forgetting something very important. All right, let's kind of give it just like a breakdown, a bit of a lesson here before you click on anything or do anything else. Just stop where you're at.
Like that?
Just stop where you're at. Yeah. No, HTTPS. You're gonna want to do the HTTPS, but yeah, you could do HTTP if you want to. You might be able to get away with that.
Nope.
But what you need to do before, just stop.
Okay.
Look at your nmap scan. So, what ports are usually open when you would go to a website? Like, let's say you're just going to like some. Okay, yes, 80 is one of them, but what's the other one? The typical one that they use for a secure connection.
20.
Yeah. So which port does HTTPS run?
Isn't that 20?
No. By default, HTTPS runs on 443, on port 443, and then HTTP runs on port 80.
Oh, okay.
Now, you don't have those open. If you look at your nmap scan, you don't have those open.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
But if you take a closer look, you do notice that there is a hypertext transfer protocol proxy open on port 8080. So
I'd have to do.
When you are making your request, the browser automatically requests for port 443 depending on the protocol that you use, or the algorithm that you use, whatever you want to call it, but it's HTTP versus HTTPS. So, you want to make sure that you go and actually direct it to port 8080 itself. That's where you're going to want to go. You're going to port 8443, I don't know why.
So it'd be like that?
Yep.
Oh.
You're going to be failed. Try HTTP.
Yep, that's what I got. And then accept. Yeah, okay, okay. Now I remember getting on because I got on the website. I remember that last time I was running this. Okay, I'm pretty sure. Okay.
All right, now take a look at your tab. Have you noticed a little something different now about your URL?
It's a redirect. Wait,
exactly. That's exactly, you nailed it. It's a redirect. Perfect. Simple answer. Boom, you got it. That was a redirect.
6. There we go. Cool.
Oh, fuck.
Upon accessing.
All right, I'll be right back. I gotta go talk to the wife real quick.
Okay. Upon accessing the page using a browser, we are presented with a unified web portal login page, and the version number is 6.4.54. If we ever come across a version number, it's always a great idea to research the particular version on Google. A quick Google search using the keywords Unify 6.4 exploit reveals an article that discusses the in-depth exploitation of the SVE 2021-4040-22-8 vulnerability within this application. If you'd like to learn more about the Log4j vulnerability, we have a great blog post about it. Bet.
Okay, so here, let's do some education. So right click on that one blog post link and open it up in a new tab. Let's read on this real quick.
Alrighty.
Because that's what this is what hacking is going to be. Is you're going to be reading up on a lot of different shit, man. So this you got to get. Yes, you got to
really?
get.
Okay.
So I was actually working in cybersecurity when this fucking thing dropped.
What's log
When I say that
4j?
this was a nightmare, that would be an understatement. We were working till fucking midnight.
Midnight.
I am not kidding.
Like midnight.
Yeah, I was still in the
US.
States.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
no, I was still in the States when this happened, and we were working till freaking midnight. Like, there was so much shit. Like, there was, like, once we found out, I'm like, dude, how many applications are we gonna have to go through because this fucker affects it? Log4j was big. It is a big problem that happened back sometime, I think, in December, dude. I almost had to fucking miss my plan, my fucking holiday plans because of this goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess let's
no
read.
shit. I was going to go to like it's like this dinner and fucking play that gets put on. It's this really cool thing. It was called Cafe Nordo.
Mhm.
But it was really cool, and I almost missed it because like we were still fucking working on shit the next day. We just had to go to bed though the night before because we were so exhausted.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, it was some serious shit. And we just kept on finding application after application after application that this would actually affect.
Log4j is a popular logging library for Java created in 2001. It is part of the...
Yeah.
That's old as fuck.
This thing has been... Okay, so the scary thing about this fucking vulnerability is that it's been around for a long time.
So
and
it's just
nobody
stuck in a
found
lot
out
of
about
stuff.
it until recently, like in the last couple of years.
So it's been stuck in a bunch of places. It's been used in a lot of applications, and that everyone was like, oh,
Exactly.
shit.
Metric fuck tons of applications. I mean, like... I'm not talking about the ones that are like out there on not just the ones out there on the clear net. I'm talking about internal applications for companies as well. And that's a bad thing. So you have like applications, web apps and shit that, you know, a company will have as a proprietary thing, you know, that they'll use, you know, for their employees internally.
Yeah.
You know, you got some that are actually responsible for helping people with their workload or getting their work done, and those warrant things like a pen test. And unfortunately, if you are working in application security, which is what I was working in, I had a kind of dual role going on where I was both AppSec and ethical hacking. Anyway, when we had to go through all that shit, like it was a freaking nightmare. There was so many of those fucking applications that were affected throughout many different places. Like a lot of people were going through it's not the fact that the applications were affected. I'm not saying like, you know, anything about my company. I'm talking about in general, just like all the applications were affected. But it was the arduous load of having to go through each and every single individual one of them to figure out which one was affected. I have no idea the number. I don't care to know the number. I don't want to know the number about what we were personally dealing with. But, you know, we had to do a whole lot of work just to, like, figure out what is what. Just like every other company, just like every other business, anything else that had any type of service, host, application, etc. Every single company went through the same grueling process, and it was freaking nuts.
About 38,278 unique applications used Log4j. I know you didn't want to know the number, but that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, no, that's a lot. Like,
That's a
you know,
lot.
some companies had like thousands of those applications. You know, obviously we're not going to know which ones, but I can.
Hold on a second, boys. Hold on a second, boys. What's up, love bug?
What you do?
What are you doing?
What am I doing? I'm doing school for a second. What are you doing?
You're doing school?
Yeah, I'll be done in about an hour. What are you doing?
Okay, I was just seeing if either Monday or Wednesday, whatever day, because that's usually the day I close and you have off. If you want to go in the morning to Chicken Ranch with me and like intro me and whatever.
Yeah.
And then did you do your application process online or what?
It's weird. So
You want to we can talk about it on Monday or Wednesday.
yeah, it'd be easier because I'll talk to Lindsay about it, and then I'll convince her that you're chill because you're chill.
Yeah,
So.
I talked to one of the dudes I know is like part of it too. His name's Lloyd Matheson.
Lloyd, that's a good one. That's a good dude to talk
Yeah,
to.
he's one of the like main Indian people up there that deal with chicken ranch.
Yeah,
So I
Matheson.
talked to him today at the golf course a little bit. He said absolutely applies. Be completely honest when they ask you shit. I was like, okay.
Yeah, dude.
So,
Let's get you in there
I'm
too.
ready.
Maybe we could bartend together and just be champs, dude.
Right? It'd be fucking sick.
That would be fucking sick. We'd crush it. Huh?
So you could be my barback.
Sure, I don't give a shit. Just remember the fucking uniform they have is all tits. That's all.
That works for me.
That would work for you, for sure.
It would be great for me.
That'd be great. You're like perfect.
Yeah.
Like, finally, something for my talents.
Finally, something for my talents. My stream says that's fucking. All right then. I guess I'll see you on Monday then.
I just want to touch base with you and see what's up, but I'm gonna go in tomorrow and see the schedule for next week or whatever. So.
Okie dokie. I'll talk to you later then.
One of those days we can go together.
Okay, I'll talk to you later then.
Okay. Have a good night.
Oh yeah, I'll catch you later.
Take care as well.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Oh, she didn't say I love you like she usually does. Interesting. Interesting, a little tidbit I got to keep in mind. All right, let's see here. The logging library's main purpose is to provide the logging library's main purpose is to provide the developers with a way to change the format and verbosity of the logging through configuration files versus code. If you have written a program or used a hacker's program, chances are the output presented to the user is just print statements. When there is an issue, more print statements are added to the code around the problem or area of the program. When the issue is fixed, the print statements may be commented out and just left in. Nice. What a logging library does is instead of using print statements, the developer just uses a wrapper around the logging class or object. So instead of using print line, the code would look like this. Oh, okay. It'll just say this. We'll start it. File uploaded. Huh. Then the application has a configuration file which says what log levels, info, warn, debug, etc. to display. This way, when there is a problem with the application, the developer can enable debug mode and instantly get the message they need to identify the issue. Additionally, log libraries support different formats which do things like prepending the timestamp to each line or ensuring the log is in the format the receiving application is expecting. Executing the exploit. Log4j is an expression evaluation type of vulnerability, and it happens whenever attacker-controlled output appears in the log output. This is pretty common because attacker-controlled strings appear in logs everywhere. Imagine an FTP server, all usernames are logged to track login attempts, which means attackers can put any content they want into the FTP log file before any authentication occurs. Oh. That's weird. I feel like someone didn't really think ahead on that one when they were making that. If that application utilized Log4j, it would probably be vulnerable. The fact that an application is vulnerable if a library is used means this issue will pop up in all sorts of places. 6 months ago, Apache tweeted out that the Mars 2020 helicopter mission was powered by Log4j. So someone could have hacked the Mars helicopter? Is that...
Yeah.
Another place we plan to see this vulnerability for a while are Internet of Things devices, as many have been shown to be vulnerable from attackers putting the JNDI exploit in a Wi-Fi SSID. So what is an Internet of Things device?
Internet of Things device is something kind of like, think about webcams, street cams, other types of things.
Stuff directly linked to internet, basically?
Yeah.
It only works with the internet?
Well, it's like an auxiliary device. It's not necessarily a system itself, but it's like something that will have its own destination, its own IP, and you can actually look into certain devices. So think of like smart fridges, smart devices, webcam, street cams, house cams, etc. That kind of shit.
A device basically with its own IP address.
Yeah.
Okay. The main way people have been testing if an application is vulnerable is by combining the vulnerability with a DNS canary token. By placing in as many input fields as possible on anything that queries might be vulnerable. We say... I'm not...
Did you just put an ad lib in there?
By placing... a money sign in as many places. That's basically... We say might be vulnerable because there are scenarios that can cause the domain to be queried. For example, whenever you send a link in messaging applications, Slack, Twitter, Discord, that service will look for URLs and query them in order to scan for malicious content or just create a preview of the link. In order to confirm something is vulnerable, it is best to replace the canary domain with a domain you control, or the Burp Suite Collaborator, a paid feature. This is because many services will identify URL and attempt to access it. The same. Oh, so what it's saying is, if you send a link through the application itself is going to try to open that link anyway. Is that what that's saying right now? Currently? Like the application is going to...
It's essentially kind of like log poisoning.
Go on.
So you could probably do things like remote code execution through it, essentially, is what you can do. That's what a lot of commands that they would actually append onto that Jindy payload.
Mm-hmm.
And those commands will cause like the system to do things. So essentially you can have it like start dumping files, you can start out exfiltrating data, and you can even go as far as like creating new users and that kind of shit.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll do it through like different means, but they can just send that payload into certain aspects of that application to certain parameters that might be vulnerable. And those parameters will allow the attackers to perform certain actions on the system.
Okay.
So you think about it like, okay, so you get your typical payload, but with the Jindy payload, if you format it or if your syntax is just right, if you craft it just right, if you craft it carefully enough, or if you craft it in such a way, you'll be able to actually, execute code onto.
So like this right here, like this would execute something because it's using.
Yes, it will.
Okay.
Because
it's running
desktop. It's sending it to something. It's sending it to a resource that you control. You're telling it to actually query or to connect or interact with a resource that you can control, and that is a way that you can get around certain security controls that are on your application.
Interesting. The reason why the data is placed in a subdomain and not as a URL is because the LDAP wrapper doesn't send the URL. If you executed... Did Death Monkey leave?
I like Death Monkey.
Goodbye, Death Monkey. If you executed blah and had a netcast listener up, it would display a connection but not please subscribe. It's much easier to exfiltrate data with DNS with this exploit. So instead of doing this and you tried this, it wouldn't work. But if you did it this way, it would work. Let me see. What are the differences here? Oh.
Because you're telling the LDAP service of the machine in that one to just query your URL or just it seems like it wants to interact with the subnet.
Another one of my exes just fucking followed me on Instagram. What the hell's going on here, boys? Who's talking about me? All right, let's see here. TNS Canary tokens. Canary tokens can be created and are a great way to not only identify vulnerabilities, but also create honeypots to catch attackers. It allows anyone to create unique internet accessible services that will email you if it is ever accessed. DNS is one of the most reliable, as that service is the least likely to be blocked. It's unlikely to be blocked because when the DNS request makes it to the firewall, it is unlikely to have the requester's IP address anywhere in the packet. In a typical enterprise environment, when a user navigates to a domain name, the workstation will ask the domain controller where it's located. The domain controller will lack the data. So the forward lookup zone will be referenced, which could be 88888. When the domain controller asks for it, the source IP address belongs to the domain controllers, not the requester's IP address. The source IP address changes make it very difficult for network administrators to block DNS from workstations. Here's how to create a DNS name for our log4j payload. Go to canarytokens.org. Okay, let's do it. Canarytokens.org. Nest. Create a canary token, deploy it somewhere. What? Okay, I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna save this. Can I make a new one? New folder. Hacking. And then let's move that folder out. Hey, fuck it. Put it in there. Okay, Bucky. Okay, Bucky. Save. Okay, cool. Cool beans. Cool beans. All right, and then we'll go back to here. There now is a log for shell canary token, and it should be utilized for this payload as it eliminates false positives by allowing dynamic content to be in the subdomain. You should still be familiar with DNS canary tokens as they are incredibly useful. For example, if you're on a website, there was JavaScript that queries a resource of the DNS canary token if the domain was something you did not expect. Then your team would be notified via email whenever someone clones your page, which is very common during phishing attacks. The big log4j vulnerability is being called log4 shell, and due to incomplete patches, there are several CVE numbers out for it. This CVE has impacted a lot of companies, some of which include Apple, Amazon, Baidu, Google, IBM, Tesla, VMware, Twitter, and Steam. Alibaba reported the vulnerability to Apache on November 24th. Alibaba. But it wasn't publicly known until Alibaba Cloud Security Team Jin Zhaozun tweeted about it on December 9th. However, looking at the GitHub history, we can see that Apache was quietly working on patches November 30th in an issue titled Restrict LDAP Access via JNDI, with no mentions of the vulnerability. This is typical for open source products and always a challenging situation due to their code base and collaboration being public. Every time a major vulnerability comes out, it sparks a debate in the open source community. Does the OS product announce the vulnerability as the code is being worked on, so companies have ample time to defend themselves, or do they work on the code silently, get it vetted, then announce the vulnerability when a patch is available? There's no correct answer. There are pros and cons to both sides. However, since most open source projects are by developers that do this as a volunteer for free, they tend to opt for the least stressful option, which is work on it in silence and hope people don't notice. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely take that route. I just wouldn't say nothing. I feel like if you say something, you're fucked, because there's gonna be a lot more people wanting to fuck with it when you tell people than if you just be like, oh no, everything's fine over here, boss, we're good. So why is Log4Shell so scary? It's because cyber attackers can exploit the vulnerability to acquire shell access to network systems in their computers. Oh, that's hot. Shell facilities, very sensitive access to computer systems. If cyber attackers can establish shells, they can alter and read sensitive data and totally mess up a network's operation. Is dangerous. This cross-cutting vulnerability, which is vendor agnostic and affects both proprietary and open source software, will leave a wide swath of industries exposed to remote exploitation, including electric power, water, food and beverage, manufacturing, transportation, and more. Log4j is found in popular open source repositories used in numerous industrial applications such as object linking and embedding for process control, OPC, Foundation's unified architecture, Java legacy, and more. Additionally, adversaries can leverage this vulnerability in proprietary supervisory control and data acquisition and energy management system, which makes use of Java in their code base. Oh man, they can just hack our power plants, waste facilities, our food production lines. This sounds like it was a really big thing. This sounds like it was a really scary thing. Okay, you're still here. Cool. Major IT vendors have begun to disclose the impact of this vulnerability on their software and equipment, and additional disclosures will continue as vendors work to identify the use of Log4j across their product lines. Unfortunately, the nature of the Log4j vulnerability makes it challenging to identify potentially impacted servers on a given network. While network-facing services written in Java are most obviously at risk, the vulnerability can technically impact any server, including back-end resources where user-supplied data is processed and logged. The patch. JNDI is a feature in Log4j that's involved in the Log4Shell vulnerability. In the application version that was released on December 13th, Apache has done their best to mitigate with the disabled JND by default configuration. Dealing with CVE has shown that JNDI has significant security issues. While we have mitigated what we are aware of, it would be safer for users to completely disable it by default, especially since the large majority are unlikely to be using it. Those who are, there needs to be a comment there. Those who are will need to specify dlog4j 2.enable JND equals true, or the environment variable form of it to use any JND components. Apache is working on more robust patches. In the meantime, Cyber Reason developed a free Log4j vaccine, which can be downloaded from GitHub, and Huntress Labs developed a scanner that can be used to check if your network is... Ooh. Wait a minute, I can't even get here. What? Why you being a little bitch, huh? You being a little bitch, huh? Why you being a little bitch? Why you being a little bitch? Let me in there. Let me in there. Let me in there. Let me in there. Huh, I guess not. I guess it's a busted website. Yeah, it's a busted website. Nice. Typically, when vulnerabilities come out against open source products, the security community will create a Docker image and push it to GitHub. This is what Chris Steffed did with his vulnerable Log4j application. Initially, it was not vulnerable. However, Ray Hahn, a content engineer at Hacktobox, helped out by lowering the Java version to where class path loading is available. This makes exploitation trivial to exploit, as the JNDI code will execute any Java code provided. However, as time went on, people found more ways to exploit JNDI, even the latest version of Java. On December 13th, Markey had updated his JNDI exploit kit project to include support for his vulnerability, which can be combined with the YSO serial. The names, man. It's the names that are so funny to me. To execute code without class path loading. What's class path loading? What's that? What's class path?
Mm-hmm.
What's class path?
In what context?
Ooh. An exploit kit. JNDI exploit kit project to include support for this vulnerability, which can be combined with YSO serial Java deserialization exploit kit to execute code without class path loading.
Class path loading is pretty much it puts it in a certain path of like in binaries, like how when its architecture is set up. Sometimes that you would actually have specific programs and files that would reference someplace, a file on someplace else. So you would set that path to that file.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes, you would need to do that.
Hacktobox's Log4 shell machine has just been added to our collection of machines available exclusively to HTTP business customers. It joins a growing list of exclusive machines containing vulnerabilities and misconfigurations regularly seen in the wild, which include other high-impact CVEs like Omega, Apache CGI, Overlay FS, and both the Nightmares, Hive, Imprint, all part of the very easy category in the HTTP business collection. Security teams using our dedicated labs gain familiarity with these latest industry threats, as well as having access to hundreds more machines that focus on more advanced techniques and challenging exploits. Whew, Nala, shut up. I'm trying to hear you right now, dog. All right, this Log4j vulnerability can be exploited by injecting operating system commands, OS command injection, which is a web security vulnerability that allows an attacker to execute arbitrary operating system commands on the server that is running the application and typically fully compromise and fully compromise the application and all its data. To determine if this is the case, we can use Foxy Proxy after making a POST request to the API login endpoint to pass on the request to Burp Suite, which will intercept it as a middleman. That's what they should be saying in movies. That was fire, dude. That's a bar. To determine if this is the case, we can use Foxy Proxy after making a POST request to the API login endpoint to pass on the request to Burp Suite, which will intercept it as a middleman. Gonna get in their systems. The request can then be edited to inject commands. We provide a great module base around intercepting web requests. Okie dokie. First, we attempt to log into the page with the credentials test, as we aren't trying to validate or gain access. The login request will be captured by Burp Suite. So I need to turn on Burp Suite then. Easy fucking peasy, bro. So we're just trying to, before I even go down here, we're just trying to see what it's sending is what's going on here, right? We're just trying to see, we're just putting in some bullshit to see what it's going to send around, correct? Yeah.
Essentially.
Okay. We're just trying to see some data. We're just trying to get some information, some info on how this website works. All right. port swigger. Ooh, ooh. Hey, chill, dog, chill. Okay. We need to turn on. Where is it at? Where's the interceptor at? Where's the interceptor at? Am I fucking stupid? Oh, there it is. Okay. Which means now we need to go into settings. Like such. We need to go to proxy. Like such. We need to do manual proxy on port 8080. Like champ. Okay. Beep boop, beep bop.
Hey, bud, as a heads up, I'm gonna, Curly.
What?
I'd actually had bounce here in about a minute or so because I didn't get dinner and shit like that find out.
Hey, that's okay. I only got about 30 minutes anyway.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh, we need to do test.
Yep.
Test. Don't save. You didn't.
Yeah, you're not. You have your proxy set up.
I do.
You know, Burp has its own browser proxy, right?
So just do this. Use it.
You just use it, Burp's like in proxy browser, and like it will help. It will do things automatically for you inside the tool.
Oh, we're gonna copy this. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I'm a big dumb idiot, dude. Oh god damn it! Now I gotta. Boop 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 boop. Go back to system for this. Okay. And now we're gonna back to Scooby Bop. We're gonna fucking drop it because we don't need it. We're gonna open another browser. Yep. Boop beep pop. We're gonna paste this. Oops. Turn off the interceptor for now. Enter. It should just take me to the Unify website. You're just gonna do it. Smoking crack. Being proxy through Burp Suite. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Load her up. Okay. Interceptor on. Close that because I don't need that. We're gonna do test. Oop. Okay. Look at that. Yeah, that's way easier. For sure. For sure. What is the CV for the okay? Oh, fuck. No. Oh, I could have answered a question. Could have answered a question here. Now I gotta go back to that other website I was just at. I need to scroll on down here. I need to go to this blog post. I need to scroll down. Looking for tokens. There it is. That was this one. Boop, boop. Boop. Boom, look at that. What protocol does J&D leverage in the injection? What the fuck? What is it? Do. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? What does it leverage? What does it? Is it LDAP? The LDAP? Yup, look at that. I'm getting it, dude. What tool do we use to intercept the traffic? Indicating the attack was successful. Oh, that's a good question. Not quite there yet, buddy. The expectation section of the previously mentioned article mentions that we have to input our payload into the remember parameter because the post data is being sent as a JSON object, and because the payload contains brackets, in order to prevent it from being parsed as another JSON object, we enclose it inside brackets so that it is parsed as a string instead. Okay. So we're going to, oh, here it is. Cool. So we need to go back to this article with the, where the fuck are you? Where are you at? You gave me the whole thing. I read it. I said the scroll. There it is. This is what it's going to look like. So, no, it's not. This is it. Right here. This is it. Right here. Right? Am I doing this right? So instead of saying false, I would just replace false. Whoops. Whoops. Stop being a little bitch. I'm gonna take that. Take this. We're gonna boop. That is true. Back that up. You little back that ass up. Hey, 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 hey. Woo, woo. Nope, that can't be on the next line. Okay. But it's not going to be script. It's going to be. We're going to do whatever. And then we're going to take the IP address. We're going to take the IP address. We're going to say 753. Is it going to be 8080? No, it's going to be the same one as the top one. I think. And then I'm gonna forward it. Login error. Book. Work. Oh, it's right here. Fuck, I'm an idiot. Let's run this one more time. We're gonna switch off false. We're gonna switch it to these. Tune 0 IP address. I need to go back to here. It's gonna be. Huh?
Hey, bounce. I gotta bounce.
All right, dude. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. I enjoyed talking to you. I really do. This is fun.
Absolutely, man.
I'll be back on tomorrow for sure.
Yeah. Let's convene tomorrow.
Hey, we will continue this. I will keep going until I'm no longer able to continue.
So,
All right.
catch you later.
All right. Catch you later, dude. Appreciate you.
Yep. Appreciate you too, man.
Oh yeah.
Let me know if you get it, okay? You'll get it. Don't worry.
Oh, for sure. For sure. I'll get there.
Yeah. That's what I. All right.
All right. Peace out, dude. Remember false. Let's forward it. Nothing. Sign in. Okay. Place false with that. The IP address. Maybe it's my computer. Supposed to be the IP address. Forward. Nope. And then we're gonna. Up here. Alright, so it's gonna be test. gzip. Accept coding. Accept language. Gzip. Deflate. I'm gonna delete that. Select the text. Tune 0 IP address. And then we're gonna 10 29 6 153. I think 8443. Forward. Nope. Oop. Okay. In the galaxy. Payload into the remember section. Field is shown above, though we can identify an injection point if one exists. If the request causes the server to connect back to us, then we verify that the application is vulnerable. After we hit send, the response paid will display the response request. Let's do fucking scribbada. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? Oh. Oh man. Damn it. Copy. Paste. I'm gonna back that up. Boop. And put a little bracket. Alright. Forward. This, what the fuck? Intruder. All issues event logs. Authentication failure from. Oh, my throat hurts. The client failed to negotiate a TLC connection to push.services. Missoula received fatal alert bad certification. Okay. Okay. Copy that. Paste that. Action. Send to intruder. Okay. Start attack. No payload positions. There we go. Start attack. Bring the payload preset. One payload. Paste. Add. Alright, cool. Start attack. Well, that's fucking lame. We should close that all out. Forward. Nope. Nope, that didn't work. Take that. After we hit send, the response pane will display the response to the request. Output shows us an error message stating that the payload is valid, but despite the error message, the payload is actually being executed. Alright, TC dump on port 389. Well, that TC dump. So we need to do like this. Copy. Go here, open a new tab. We need to do that. Verbose outpost suppressed. Use. Okay. Bye. Get out of here, Bucky. Banned. Get out of here, Bucky. Let's see here. Sudo. Oh, perfect. I need this. Bobby, where's my notes? Oh, fuck my notes. First. Hatches, hatch, command. Where the fuck did I have that at? Simple text. Open recent work notes. Nope. Open recent commands and such. Guess that's save. Beautiful. Beautiful. Save. Gotta have the notes, boys. Gotta have them notes, you know what I mean? Do that. Like that. Alright, open this. Put it down here like that. Has been started. Hit the send button. Oh, okay. Burp Suite? Burp Suite? Where you at? Excuse me? Son of a... You dirty son bitch. There it is. We're gonna close that out. Send that. And then we're gonna change this to... What the fuck? Fuck it. Let's send it to Adams forward. Nope, nothing. Okay. I'm gonna go back to here. I'm gonna take this motherfucker. Take this motherfucker. Do that. Gonna do that. 10.0 IP address. It should be 10.129. Well, 129.6.153. Scoobity bobbity boop. 8443. Port. Forward. Let's see, are we? We're gonna take all this. We're gonna copy this. We're gonna go into our work notes. Paste that shit in here. That way. What the fuck? So chill out, dog. Port Schwigger. You goddamn Schwigger. There we go. Save that. I'll fucking add that. Oh, it's an insert button. That's cool. Save that. Save that. Just like that. Oh, you to send. Action. Fucking interesting. 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 I'm a little lost. But he says I could do it, so I could do it if I actually read over this some more. Response pane. Well, I just had one. What? Inner proxy intruder. Damn you. Huh. Fuck. Repeater, collaborator. Where the fuck is it? Start attack. Okay. These are his positions. Dashboard. Oh my god. Ah, fuck. I'm getting nowhere with this. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let me close this out. Yes, I do. Where the fuck is my shit at, bro? Sequencer, compare. Oh shit. Oh shit. Whoops. Proxy. Configuration library. Uh-oh. Restore defaults. Yes. Oop. Manual load. Dashboard intruder. There it is. Proxy. I put that right back in there. Collaborator, put that right back in there. Repeater, and put that right back in there. I need the proxy. Oh my gosh. Open browser. Interceptor is on. When you go back to here. You cocksucker. And go here. And you go to. Where's that? Where are you, dumb bitch? Where are you, dumb bitch? You dirty son of a bitch. Oh, fuck are you? It's your boy Shits. There it is. Yep. Yep. I'm gonna take this. Open link. Copy, copy. Copy, copy. Scopy. And then we go boop. Boop. I'm gonna forward that. Just like that. Take us to the page. Forward. Come on, take me in. Come on. You can do it, I believe. Alright, it's being gay. I'm gonna be back on tomorrow. We'll be back on tomorrow for this. I obviously need this dude here with me to explain more stuff about what's going on and why it's not working. Okay, let me be honest. I don't want to sit here just fucking off. Over and over and over again. Over and over again. I want to do it right. I want to get done. Let's see you boys in the next one, okay? Appreciate you guys for coming through. Watching on YouTube down the road. I appreciate it. I'll be back on tomorrow. Look out for that notification. FreshCurly.com if you want to join the Discord, buy some merch. Be safe. Don't be sorry. Wash your hands, and as always, I will see you guys at the next live stream.